Welcome to April's challenge. This challenge is all about cutting out sugary drinks. So we're talking about cutting out soda, but I really want you to be mindful of all sugary drinks. So that could be Gatorade, that could be coffee, that could be energy drinks. So really flip around that beverage and look at the label. But first things first, I will take you to the store and we'll look at some options, but I want you to know, what's the big deal? How bad can it be? What happens when you actually drink that soda? What happens in your body? And over time, what can happen to your body if you continue to drink soda and other sugary beverages that are just really full of sugar and no nutritional value? So think about this. So drinking one soda a day for men increases your chance of heart disease by 20%. For women, it increases your chance of diabetes by 25%. And for everybody, men and women, old and young, it increases your likelihood of being overweight by almost 30%. Those are big percentages, right? And so if you can just swap out to a healthier beverage, you can reduce the chance of heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, and those other chronic conditions like sleep apnea and other things that come with being overweight. So let's start with, I wrote down here, what actually happens in your body when you drink soda from when you ingest it to 90 minutes later. Okay. You have your soda, right? And just so you know, you think maybe you're saving money by getting the fountain drinks, but when you get the fountain drinks, you're more likely to get a larger drink. And one of those really large ones, like the 64-ounce ones, say you drink that throughout the day, and you think, oh, I only had one soda, that has like 700 calories in it. That's a lot. You could have a number of nutritious meals for that amount. So you drink the soda. What happens? Within 20 minutes, your blood sugar is going to elevate, right? And then because your blood sugar is elevated and it needs to store that glucose, which is converted in your body, insulin is released and sugar is available for fat. So to make fat, extra fat, because if you don't have anywhere to store that glucose in your liver and in your muscles, then it's converted to fat, which often happens with soda because it's excess calories. Okay, so then around 40 minutes or so, because of the caffeine, it's absorbed in your body, your pupils are going to dilate, your blood pressure is going to rise, and more sugar is going to enter into your bloodstream. Then around 60 minutes or so the soda's moving your way through its digestive system, magnesium, calcium, and zinc are released into your lower intestine. And that's because of an acid called phosphoric acid that is in the soda. And so that's all going to be drained out with your urine. So the calcium, the magnesium, and the zinc, which could have gone to your body to grow your bones, make you feel good and strong. I mean, magnesium alone plays over 80 different important roles in your body. That is flushed out, right? And then about 90 minutes later, what happens, because you had that high of the sugar, now you're gonna crash, right? So you crash, and then what do? Well, you're tired and you want more caffeine and you want more sugar, ultimately. So it's like a never-ending cycle, right? You see? So important nutrients our body needs is being flushed out through our urine, and because we have that sugar crash and maybe the caffeine crash, if the soda we're drinking has caffeine, we're just gonna want more and strive to have something else. So it's like a never-ending cycle. And so I want to talk a little bit about how you can get off soda. Let's say you drink multiple sodas a day. That's going to be challenging for you. So you need to take some steps to get yourself off of soda. Maybe you only drink it every now and then, or you limit yourself to once a day. You need to set a goal. So let's say you have multiple sodas in one day. Try switching to diet soda. Now, I'm not saying that diet soda is a good thing, right? Because it has those artificial sweeteners in there like sucralose. And while it doesn't have any calories at all, there's studies that show it makes you crave more sugar. So while it's a better option than the full sugar drink, so maybe you're getting a Gatorade and you get the Powerade Zero instead that has sucralose in it. or you get something that doesn't have calories, but it still has that fake sugar in there, it's going to be a better option. So that would be a step for you if you really, really, really love soda. So if you're just like, you drink soda every now and then, switch over to something like maybe a sparkling water. Like I grabbed this is just a flavored seltzer water. And how do you know if it's a good choice? Well, you turn this around and you look at the ingredients and the nutrition label. So the ingredients here are carbonated water and natural flavors, 0 fat, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. Way better than some of those sugary drinks. So step 1, if you really love soda, switch to diet soda. Step 2 is switch from diet soda to maybe some carbonated water. Or there is some like Powerade Zero, some like Vitamin Life water that doesn't actually have any added sucralose in it, but it's stevia sweetened. We'll see when we go to the store if we can find some of that to show you. Also, with your coffee, be mindful of that. A lot of coffee shops will now carry stevia, which is a plant-based sweetener, which isn't going to make you crave sugar as much as if you use like a Splenda or a sucralose. So then the final step, after you kind of go down from soda to diet soda to flavored water, is just to start drinking more plain water, just straight water. Now, I know what you're thinking. Most people say, like, I don't like drinking water. I don't like the flavor of water. But here's what happens. If you're drinking 0 water right now, set a goal to drink 1 water bottle. If you're drinking 1 a day, double that to 2 and so forth. The more water you drink, the more your body is going to crave it, right? And water is so good. It helps with our digestion. It helps with our skin. It helps with pumping nutrients through our body. So if we're not getting enough water, our body's not really going to get all the nutrients, even if we are eating a healthy diet. And also, sometimes we're actually just really thirsty instead of hungry, so it can help you lose weight too, and control your appetite. So water, water, water. So soda to diet soda to maybe some flavored waters or sparkling water to regular water. Those are kind of the steps. So let's talk a little bit more about the importance. So in 1990, 1 in 5 Americans were obese. Now, today, 1 in 3 Americans are obese. Obesity also leads to a variety of chronic health conditions, such as heart disease, hypertension, diabetes, sleep apnea, different things like that. So staying at a healthy weight is so, so, so important. One of the biggest things too is Americans are less active. So we burn around 140 calories less than we did back in 1960. So we're burning less, but we're eating more. See why the trend of obesity is going up? So if you add up all those unburned calories, so 140 fewer calories burned daily, that's going to be about 14.6 extra pounds every year per American. That's a lot. So you can get bonus points this month by being active and walking, so make sure to check that out. But cutting out the sugary sodas is huge. So if you could cut out a soda a day, it would, and change it to maybe just having like 1 a week, right? So what did I figure up here? So it'd be about 65 cups of sugar, 43,680 calories, and 12.5 pounds in a year. So instead of 1 a day, 1 a week. That is huge. Or maybe you do the steps like I talked about, where that 1 a week, you're having a diet soda instead. So I hear that actually Diet Dr. Pepper is the best tasting. I don't know that to be true, but you could try that out. Okay, now before we head to the store, I want to talk about what we're feeding our kids too, because this is so important. Because what you do is what they see and what they're going to model and what they're going to do. So 1 in 5 toddlers, this is crazy, this statistic that I found. So toddlers are ages 1 to 2 consume soda at least once a week. And they're under 2 years old. That's crazy. The average child consumes 500 soda cans per year. The average teenager is 2 sodas per day. 2 sodas per day. So let's just say that child, so the sugar in 2 sodas per day for kids, right? We think, oh, they're active, they're burning off the calories, but if they're just standard and not doing a lot of exercise, because like I shared earlier, the standard American is burning 140 less calories per day, right? And our kids are just not as active. More screen time, that sort of thing is happening. So let's say they drank those 2 sodas per day. They would have an average weight gain of 1 pound per week. So by the time they graduated high school, they would have gained 208 pounds. These are real facts. Like, we can't just like blow these off. This can make a huge difference in your life, your family's life, your children's life, your friend, your coworker's life. So take this challenge this month and cut out soda. You have an opportunity to win a prize, and share your tips, because you never know who you're motivating or inspiring. Okay, so we are here at the local gas station convenience store, and we are going to go in and check out some of the drink options. So I want you to think of what I talked about before. So we're going to look at like the crappy options, so the ones that we don't want to go for, that we want to skip out on, and then we're going to look at the okay options, like what you can use when you're transitioning from those crappy options to a better option. Then we'll look at good options, and then we'll look at best options. Okay, so many of you might use the fountain drinks to save money, and they come in the sizes 20, 32, 44, and I think 64. The 64 can have up to 700 calories. So we're walking through the options here. So if we were gonna go with crappy, it would be any of the original sodas that are super high in sugar. We're going to take a step up from that. We'd pick a diet option, which also has like the sucralose in it, which isn't calories, but it can make you crave more sugar. The same thing, this is lemonade. This is going to be high sugar. This is going to be high sugar, high sugar. This is sweetened, so that's going to be high sugar. This one says no calorie, but consider this like a diet soda. And these are going to be high sugar as well. So here, if you were going to pick something, I would go ahead and go with this, which is 0 calorie, or some of the diet options. And those are just okay options, not the best. Okay, so now we're over here at the cooler, and I just wanted to show you, a lot of people think that these sports drinks are what's healthiest. But when you look here, there's 21 grams of sugar and 22 carbs, and there's 2.5 servings in that. So the total sugar is going to be, 50 grams or more in that. If you want to get something like that, go for an option like this Sobe water. So this is sweetened with stevia, which is a plant-based sweetener. It does have a few additives, but look at the difference here. The serving size is 1 bottle, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. So that would be a better option for that. I like that option a lot. Also, if you're wanting to get a pre-made type coffee, go for the unsweetened ones. So again, here's the ingredients and the nutrition facts on that. Whereas if you go for one of these other popular ones, or like this Frappuccino, that is going to have over 47 grams of sugar in this one drink. Now, a question I get often is on energy drinks. If you are going to get one, go ahead and opt for the sugar-free version. Again, it's not like the best, but it is an okay option. If you look at the regular one, it has 39 grams of carbs in just this one 12-ounce drink. And here we go with the best option. Water. Always the best. So many choices. There's also so many different kinds of flavored water now that have 0 calories and don't have a lot of ingredients in them. And so this one is Bubbly brand. They have lime and grapefruit here at the store. You should check these out. I'm just getting ready to leave. The gas station, convenience store, and I just want to let you know that if you're making healthier choices, that you can impact other people. So I was doing the video inside, and I had a chance to talk with a nice gentleman who was going to get a standard Coke, and instead he got that Sobe Life water that I showed you at the beginning. So you never know who you're going to motivate or inspire, and the information that you learn here on these videos, please share it. So share, share, share. So if you have a tip or something that's working for you, you can actually get bonus points for the challenge this month. So make sure to share it in a team meeting or maybe on the Facebook group, and so you can win and motivate and inspire other people. Okay, that was a really fun shopping trip, especially because we got to motivate that gentleman to make a healthier choice, right? He chose that Sobe Life water that was sweetened with stevia. That's going to be so much more beneficial for him. And, you know, like I shared with you, the process of how sugar is digested through your body in an hour and a half, 2 hours, he's not going to have that huge crash, right? Where he just wants more and more sugar, wants another soda, or is feeling very crappy. And he'll be able to retain those nutrients in his body that are so important for us to feel good. Most of us are so close to feeling good, you wouldn't believe it. Everybody can feel amazing. And this step, cutting out soda, cutting out sugar, I mean, if you want to take it an extra step, cutting out the sugary juice, right? Because juice is basically straight sugar. All the fiber, which is in like a piece of whole fruit, has been removed. So it's 100% sugar in juice. It's fructose, which has to be metabolized in your liver, which actually slows down the fat burning process. Just a little FYI on that. Cutting out sugary coffees. Switch things up to stevia, right? Cutting out the sugary energy drinks. If you love the energy drinks, then do the same process like the soda. Switch from the regular energy drink or the regular soda into the sugar-free one. And then from there, you can start switching over to healthier things. Maybe you're getting black coffee or an Americano, or you know what, cold brew coffee without any sweetener or anything in it is actually naturally sweetened and really, really, really good. So if you want to lose weight, feel better, decrease your chance of heart disease, diabetes, being overweight or obese, take this challenge, stop drinking soda. I believe in you. You can do it.